How does a dog say, I love you? Not with words, not with gifts, but with a gentle wag of the tail, a surprise lick, or simply lying beside you in silence. It may seem simple, but behind these small gestures lies a world of deep, unspoken emotion. In this video, you'll discover 9 everyday behaviors that are actually your dog's way of saying, I love you more than anything in the world. And if you've ever wondered, laughed, or cried at your dog's strange little quirks, watch until the end and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next heartwarming story. Because that tiny behavior you've been brushing off might just be your loyal dog's most heartfelt, I love you. 1. Tail wagging when the tail says it all. You'll be surprised to know your dog's tail is one of the most honest emotion meters in the world. Sometimes it's the only way they can say, I love you. Ever seen your dog wag their tail the moment you walk through the door? It's not just a reflex. According to the University of Tokyo, dogs wag more to the right when seeing someone they know and to the left when around strangers. That means their tail speaks emotional truth. A slow, low, steady wag means peace and comfort. But when the tail spins in circles and wags like crazy, that's explosive joy and love. However, don't confuse tail wagging with happiness. If the tail is stiff, high, and paired with a tense stare, it might signal anxiety or stress. To hear the love in your dog's tail, watch their eyes, ears, and body too. Have you ever looked at your dog's tail and thought, what story is it telling me? Share it in the comments. Someone else might be listening to their dog's tail too. And speaking of stories, what dogs do with their tongues might be even more affectionate. 2. Licking when a lick means love. Has your dog ever licked your face, hands, or even your toes? Most people laugh it off, but few realize licking is an ancient survival behavior and a deep sign of love. In wild packs, puppies lick their mother to ask for food and to bond. When your dog licks you, their brain releases endorphins, natural, feel-good chemicals. So every lick is like a dose of love for them and for you. One time, while I was working, my dog jumped onto the chair and licked my face 5 times. I was a little annoyed by the wet surprise, but honestly, I was moved. It wasn't mischief, it was comfort. They could tell I was stressed and wanted to help. Be careful not to scold them for licking too much. It's like turning away a hug. Has your dog ever attacked you with their tongue? Tell me, when was the last time they licked you and how did it make you feel? And don't go anywhere, because next, dogs don't just lick, they cuddle. 3. Cuddling, silent, warm, unspoken love. It's a cold night, you're wrapped in a blanket, then you feel a warm, furry body snuggle up next to you. It's your dog. When dogs choose to sleep beside you, it's the highest sign of trust. In the wild, they only sleep close to pack members they love deeply. To your dog, you're their pack leader, their family, their home. A study from the University of Missouri shows dogs who sleep near their humans have steadier heart rates, less stress, and higher oxytocin levels. That means when they cuddle you, they're healing themselves with love. And for us humans, it feels like a child sleeping in their mother's arms. Has your dog ever curled into your lap or pressed against your chest? If so, you're deeply loved. Next time your dog leans into you in silence, place your hand gently on their head, because sometimes the quietest hugs are the most sincere. But you think that's the peak of love? Not quite. Because next, your dog might lean their whole body into you, or leaning on you when your dog rests against you. The world fades away. You're watching TV or reading a book. Your dog walks over, says nothing, and gently leans against your leg. as if you're the safest place in a noisy world. When your dog leans on you, it's a powerful message. I trust you, I belong to you. In dog language, physical touch carries deep meaning. They only lean on someone who makes them feel secure, just like a child resting against their parent in a crowded place. Science backs this up. A study from the Canine Behavior and Research Center found that leaning reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases serotonin for both the dog and the human. I remember one cold, rainy night. I had a terrible day. My dog slowly walked over, sat on my feet, leaned into me, and didn't move. No barking, no licking, just stillness. But that moment comforted me more than any words could. Many people think leaning is just attention seeking or begging for food. But sometimes all they need is a safe place to rest their trust. Has your dog ever leaned into you, no wagging, no games, just to touch you? If so, don't brush it off. That's the lean of unconditional loyalty. And once they trust you enough to lean, they'll look at you in a way that makes your heart melt. 5. Eye contact. When their eyes say, "You are my person," you're feeling down. Your dog comes over, sits quietly, and looks straight into your eyes. No barking, no licking, just a long, deep emotional stare. For dogs, maintaining eye contact is not instinctual. It's a choice to love. In the wild, direct eye contact can be seen as a threat. So when your dog softly holds your gaze, they're overriding that instinct to connect with you on a deeper level. A famous study from Azabu University in Japan found that when dogs and humans gaze into each other's eyes for more than 30 seconds, both release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone shared between a mother and her baby. So when your dog looks at you like that, they're really saying, "I choose you as my family." I once looked into my dog's eyes while brushing her fur. At just a few seconds, but it felt like I was looking into a soul. No words, just truth. Next time your dog looks at you, don't look away. Meet their gaze. Gently, slowly, like you would with someone you love. Because those eyes are saying, "I see you. I know you. I love you." Have you ever felt read by your dog's gaze? If yes, comment yes below. And you won't believe this. Some dogs don't just look at you, they quietly sleep by your side to guard you. 6. Sleeping near or with you. When they sleep beside you, they're giving you their whole heart. Have you ever woken up to find your dog curled at your feet? Or stretched out beside you like a warm, breathing blanket? Sleeping next to a human is one of the deepest signs of love and trust a dog can show. In the wild, dogs only sleep next to pack members they trust completely. Because sleep is when they're most vulnerable. So when your dog sleeps near you, they see you not just as an owner, but as family. According to the American Kennel Club, dogs who sleep with their humans get deeper rest, feel safer, and experience fewer nightmares. Your presence soothes them, just like a child who sleeps better next to mom, and in return, their presence comforts you. Because there's no better feeling than knowing someone loyal is watching over you, even in your sleep. Have you ever felt your heart soften just seeing your dog sleep beside you? If so, you've felt a love beyond words. And even when you're awake, they'll still quietly check on you just to make sure you're okay. 7. Checking on you. When they watch you, it's not about food, it's about you. You're cooking, leaving the room, using the bathroom, scrolling on your phone. And every time you look up, your dog is there, watching, following, gently observing. This behavior, known as checking on you, is a pure sign of love and concern. Dogs can't speak, but they can read your emotions. When you're stressed, unusually quiet, or just not yourself. So they check in, like a family member asking, "Are you okay?" This is especially common in intelligent, emotionally sensitive breeds like Border Collies, Golden Retrievers, and Australian Shepherds. Has your dog ever walked into a room, glanced at you, then left? Don't ignore that look. That's a check-in of love, and not everyone gets one. Has your dog ever checked on you like this? Or do they do something special when you're feeling low? Tell us, because love often comes quietly and looks like care. 8. Mirroring emotions. When your dog becomes your emotional reflection. You're sad, your dog lies down quietly. You're excited, they wag their tail like crazy. You're angry, they back off or gently nuzzle you. Your dog doesn't just watch you, they feel you. A study from the University of Lincoln in the UK showed that dogs can detect differences in human voice tone, facial expressions, and body energy and respond accordingly. That means your dog is tuned in to your emotional frequency. They mirror what you feel, not with words, but with behavior. This is why so many people say, "My dog is just like me," because they live in sync with you. Eating when you eat, sleeping when you sleep, cheering up when you smile. So next time your dog seems off, less playful, more distant, check in with yourself. You might be sending off silent waves of sadness that your dog is quietly carrying for you. And if one day your dog lies next to you, asking for nothing, they might just be healing you. And if you miss that message, they'll gently remind you with a soft touch. 9. Gentle nudging. A tiny nudge, a whole heart behind it. You're sitting quietly when your dog comes over and nudges your hand with their nose. Or maybe they gently tap your foot. Don't ignore it. It's not about food. It's about love. This gentle nudging is a subtle yet deeply personal form of communication. Dogs only do it when they feel safe and deeply connected to you. It could be their way of comforting you during stress, or a soft reminder, "Notice me. I love you." According to behavior experts, dogs use nudging when louder signals like barking or whining aren't working. Like a loved one placing a hand on your shoulder when words fall short. Has your dog ever knocked your phone out of your hand with a nose bump? Or tapped you softly while you were crying? If yes, congratulations. You have a four-legged friend who knows how to listen with their body. And even when you're asleep, they're still right there, watching over you. 10. Watching you sleep, guarding you when you don't even know it. Many dog owners have shared this. They woke up in the middle of the night and saw their dog quietly sitting nearby, watching them, calm, alert, and completely awake. So, they weren't hungry. They weren't anxious. They were watching over you. Just like a mother dog watches her pups breathe through the night. Just like a father quietly standing guard over his child. Your dog is doing the same with you. According to the dodo, this behavior is often seen in dogs who have completely imprinted on their owners, meaning their emotional bond is as deep as it gets. And if you ask, why don't they just sleep? The answer may be, because you are their whole world, and that world must be protected. So if you ever open your eyes and see that loving stare in the dark, don't be scared, don't feel guilty, just smile. Because that's the look of love, loyalty, and quiet devotion, even in the stillness of the night. Dogs can't say, "I love you," but they speak it through their tail, their eyes, their licks, their nudges. And even through the nights, they stay awake to make sure you're okay. If you've ever felt lonely, take a moment. Is there a pair of eyes quietly watching you? A soft step behind you? A warm body resting gently against your knee? Because even if you haven't realized it, there's a being out there loving you with all they have. Tell me, which of these signs of love have you seen in your dog? Or is there something even more special they do that you'd call a secret love signal? And if you want to understand even more about what your dog feels, including sadness, frustration, forgiveness, and emotional scars, don't miss the next video. 15 things dogs never forget and why you should know before it's too late. Thank you for loving your dog in the same quiet, powerful way they love you. See you in the next video.